started releasing your music, that was in 2018 or 2019, is that correct? Or was it earlier?
Yeah, about 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I saw as well. When it comes to the songs and the releases that you have out, I see that you do have one EP out, but most of what you have out are singles. And so, what does a project look like for you, Shay?
So first and foremost, I feel like the people don't deserve a project until my singles get the appreciation that they need. I have multiple projects literally in store, but I just feel like the time is not right for me to drop another project yet. Projects are different in my opinion. It depends. Like for example, for me, I got a mixtape that I want to drop soon, and I'm actually currently still adding songs. Mixtape can be however long you want it to be, so I'm still adding songs as these years go by. And then an album, that I feel like that's about maybe 12, 10 to 12 songs. I got a little OCD, so I like my music to have some type of story, order, something like that, and where it makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like that's super important. And don't rush yourself on a project. A lot of people they rush the project, and you're right. The fan base don't really be deserving of it, and they drop it, and it doesn't get the love that it's supposed to get. And so when I was going through your list of songs, and I seen that you had a lot of singles out, I was thinking maybe she's doing this to build the hype. So that when that project does come, it's really a hitter. But you did drop an EP in the past, and so how did that EP come about? How did that get put out at that time?
So my EP, that was when I really first started, like heavily just dropping music. I was just starting. I was just trying to see what everything felt like, you know. So when I did the EP was really based off of my love life. Like I said before, I have a little OCD. So if you listen to the EP in order, um, it is a story. Each title, each song is a different mood, and it's the mood of the song. And that just came about because at the time, while I was really deep into first starting off with music and building myself as an artist, I was also going through a lot of emotional stuff that had to do with relationships. So I said, why not like calm down on the hardcore rapping just a little bit and let's get to something that I'm on my Drake stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy that people always say, "Oh, you such this hood trap rapper, blah blah blah." Well, y'all ain't even heard the
Right.
EP. The EP is not all hard at all. It's actually very emotional.
No, I agree. You've got some features on that one coming from, I think, Benjamin Banneker's on that one, and Santee the artist is on that one. And so when it comes to these collaborations that you have, how have collaborating with those people influenced your work? Or do you feel like more collabs are coming in the future, or do you like working on your own?
So I actually have a lot of collabs. Period. Artists ask me all the time, "Let's can I get a song with you?" And I always say yes. I really don't charge. But 2025 is new rules to the game.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, I love working with other artists. The only thing I don't like about working with other artists is they're not really as ready as I am. I have so many songs like with Benjamin. Me and Benjamin, outside of my EP that I dropped, me and Penn have about 7 or 8 songs that haven't been released. That's been on hold for 2, 3 years. I don't know what the hell the holdup is, but I just don't like how people don't be ready. And if I'm doing a feature, I feel like we can both put our funds together, split everything in half, and everything should be so much easier to control. But I guess life be life for some artists, so I'm not sure. I know that
Yeah,
my life
no.
is life, and the only thing I want to do is do something creative.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of features that I've done, they've kind of gone to the wayside. They didn't really get put out. They didn't really get. I put a lot into it. Good feature, destroyed the verse, and it really just the main artist, really wasn't as serious as I was on the feature. So I definitely feel that. Um, I listen to a lot of your songs, all the songs you have on Spotify actually, and you are a remix queen. And so when it comes to these remixes that you're doing, the Mama I Hit a Lick remix, the Coffin remix, the Who Wants Smoke remix, those are three of my favorites that you did. Who are your influences? Are you influenced by like somebody like Lil Wayne who does remixes, or who's your remixer that you look up to?
So I would say I don't have an influence when it comes to remixing, and this is no shade to no artist. I love artists. I love the beat, the music, the everything. But sometimes I feel like I can do that beat better.
Yeah.
So when I
When
do when I do a remix, I be like, damn, this beat's so fucking hard, and I just feel like motherfuckers ain't come as hard as they could have. So let me just put a little Shelly mix on that joint, and that's how I do it.
I definitely feel that because the Mama I Hit a Lick one to begin, I listened to that Two Chains project. I think that project was called Statue of Limitations, and
No,
no, I mean the album is called Statue of
oh
Limitations.
yeah.
That song is called Mama I Hit a Lick for sure. I think it's Kendrick Lamar on it, and I listened to that project a while ago when it first came out. I didn't have that song in my likes. When you did that remix, first of all, your intro is better than Two Chains' intro. You know what I'm saying? So that as soon as it came on, I'm like, oh, she gritty. Mama, I just hit it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I listened to it, and then afterwards, I was like, wait, I know that song. So I went to listen to the Two Chains version. It didn't even hit the same. Truthfully, until Kendrick came on, of course, but it didn't even hit the same. Like you really did a good job. Like you said, taking the beat and you like, I like this beat. Let me put me on it. And you know what I'm saying? And that's definitely what it sounds like when you hop on those remixes. So keep doing those. I'm not sure the longevity of you being able to release them onto these large platforms as you get bigger, but we're still here to listen to it wherever it is, YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever you have to put it. Give it to us in a CD outside the mall. Like we'll be there for sure. Keep doing those remixes. Do not stop. But when it comes to these songs like Pretty Wise and 1258 to 102, are those original beats or no?
So it's funny that you grouped those two songs together, because those actually are part one and part two of a diss track to a bitch who asked, "I want to whoop." She just keep running, so I can't get my hands on her. Those are actually original beats. Those beats are from the same producer, actually. His name is Proof on the Track. He is from, I want to say, I'm not going to lie, I don't know. He's not from the United States, though. And he is a producer who pays attention to Chicago, and he gives a lot of upcoming artists beats in Chicago. A lot of them, actually. I just went to a show last week, and they was playing some Chicago music, and I heard his tag, and I'm like, damn, that's my producer.
Right.
So yeah, those are original beats from Proof on the Track.
Yeah, I think you and him work great together. When you're going down your discography, your singles, that's like the first four songs. It's in there, Pretty Wise and 1258, because they're most recently released. I did like Monster, um, but I feel like those other two songs were so much better. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you and him should continue to work together because when you stand that up next to other songs that are original beats like Monster, even though you killed it, the beat uplifts you so much more on those songs. That's why I like them more, So keep working with him. He's a genius, absolute genius on the track, and you guys mesh well together. That's really big. How important is that connection between you and the producer? Do you feel like it's often people say those are the better songs?
Um, when you have a connection with your producer, yes. When they know your sound and what you fit well on. Also, when you can go into the studio and you can cook up a beat with the producer from scratch, I do feel like that makes for a better song. Only because when I hop on the beat, I feel like it's for me and
Right.
I'm comfortable with it. I can do whatever on it because I know it's gonna be great with my voice.
Right. And so when it comes to your voice and the themes that you portray in your song, what are some of the themes that you often explore in your lyrics? And do you feel like you know that it happens, or do you go back and you're like, oh snap, I've been talking about love for the past, you know?
So actually, what I talk about in my music mainly is experiences. Everything that I talk about, I've pretty much experienced it. So it is kind of crazy to me when I rapped about something, or like I say something that I would do if this happened, and then a couple of years later it happens. That's been happening to me a lot lately, and not in a positive way. It's been happening in the negative side. So I've
Right.
literally been thinking to myself, like, maybe I could rap about like, oh, I'm about to get rich in this bit or something like that,
Yeah,
because that's what I need to be happening right now.
for
All the
sure.
fights and the heartbreaks and yeah.
So, you face a lot of challenges when it comes to just being a woman in the industry. And so, what challenges have come close to knocking you off of the path?
um, I don't think anything can really knock me off the path because music is something that I really enjoy doing for fun. Um, I think the only thing that would knock me off my path is being broke. You know, me not being able to pay for studio time or the cameraman for the music video or the space for the video or something like that. But
Right.
these people, I don't let people affect my energy. I don't let nobody tell me, oh, this is whack, and then I'm just gonna stop. Like, no, like you're gonna have to kill me, basically.
Right.
So music is literally my outlet. It's how I express everything. When people don't listen to me, fuck it. I'm gonna go find a beat and then I'm gonna express myself.
Right. And so, when it comes to you basically saying you're in this forever, whatever happens, you're just gonna have to keep rapping and doing it. Is rap something you really, really love? How did you first get into making music?
Honestly, I've been making music ever since I was a little girl. My sisters would always walk around the house rapping, and my sisters are like 15 years older than me. So like they already got the kids. Like it's done. So I enjoy writing poetry anyway. I was heavily in the choir as a child. I was also heavily into dance, ballet, hip hop choreography. I was a choreographer in college. So everything that I've done had to do with music. The only thing that really kept me from going into a studio and taking it serious way early on, because I feel like I should have been doing this shit back when fucking Soldier Boy was Ewan and shit. Like when YouTube came out, I literally should have did my shit. But
Facts.
my parents was so on my ass about, you need to go to school, you need to get good grades, you need to graduate, and then after you graduate, you need to go to college. And after you go to college, you need to graduate and go find you a job. So that's exactly what I did. I graduated high school, graduated college, found a job, still didn't like that shit. So now
Right.
what?
Yeah. And so, do you have you rapped about that in any song? Would you make a song about that at all? About how like it's really
I have, but I've never really. It was probably one of the first couple of songs that I
yeah.
wrote, like practicing, and I never even. I probably don't even know the lyrics now. That's how old it is.
Do you remember the lyrics to all your songs? Like, if we put you on a show right now, would you be able to perform all your songs? Like, you remember the lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get like you. I'd be scared. I'd be scared. I'm gonna forget it all, like Lil Wayne. Like, I'm gonna forget it all.
It's like I'm on my Kanye West shit too. Like I love me, so I would literally take a road trip only listening to my songs, released and unreleased. Like especially when I'm like, so I never go to the studio unprepared. I have to write my music before I hit the studio. So I think that me practicing that, and then when I get to the studio, I record it and then I listen to it back to see what I want to fix or whatever. And me just repeatedly listening to it probably 100 times a day, every song that I'm ready to record. I think that that's what really makes me remember everything, because I would listen to it back to back for days straight.
Yeah, I think more artists should do that. A lot of people
Yeah.
they try to look down on people who listen to their own music, but I make music that I enjoy, so I'm gonna listen to the
Yeah.
music that I enjoy, like just straight up. And so, advice for aspiring young artists, what would you give them?
Don't take criticism too serious. Listen to people ideas, but also do you more than you're listening to other people. Be free. Don't ever give up if music is something that you want to do. Somebody's gonna hear you. Somebody. There's a lot of people in this world, and the internet is definitely a big influence, and it's kind of easy to market stuff now. So, and also make sure you have a support system um, if music is something that you want to do, because man, when I tell you the support is hard to come by, make sure the people that you have around you wants to support, and if they don't want to support your music, you got to kick them out the door. Let them go.
That's super important. Speaking on that marketing, what are some ways that you engage with your potential fans in order to gain new fans? Like, what's a way that you market in order to gain that fan base?
So one thing that I do, I've been on this app for 5 years. It's called Bigo. Bigo is a nationwide app that you can meet some of everybody. So if you know what Bigo is, you know Bigo is a very messy app that everybody know all your business. But for 5 years, the only thing people know about Shelly is she is a rapper. That's it. So one thing that I do on Bigo is I go live and I rap. I joined a lot of rap competitions. I actually just won a rap competition. They gave out $500
On Bigo?
uh, on Bigo.
Let me get back online.
Yeah.
Let me get
So
back
it was a rap
online.
competition. It was, I want to say, 6 weeks long.
Ooh.
It was every Wednesday at a specific time. So each week, people got eliminated. And so they gave out $250 to the Cash App, and then they gave a dragon on the app, which was a total of $500.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how I market. You know, pages like that who give money like that, they have a lot of viewers. So I had a lot of people each week, new people, old people, people rooting. At first, the prize was only $150. The people coming and watching, they was like, "Oh my God, this is so good." You know, we had to decorate our box and have different backgrounds, and we really had to put on a show. People
Right.
start adding money to the pot. Oh, I got $50 to the winner. I got $60 to the winner. And that pot kept going up.
Mm.
So yeah, that's one way that I market. Another way that I market is that if I'm at a specific job or anything like that, I just tell all my coworkers, "Hey, I'm a rapper. Go listen to some of my music."
Right.
Literally in my monster video, the other two dancers are my coworkers.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, okay. And I haven't seen the
yeah.
videos. I was only on Spotify.
Oh,
Just like a lot of people listening, we got to go check out YouTube. Right. We need to go. We need to go check out Shelly Band's YouTube. And so,
some of those remixes are not on Spotify, like you said. I can't put some of that stuff out there.
yeah,
So it's gotta stay on YouTube.
yeah. And so, let's talk about, and this is the final question. Amazing job so far. Just so informative, the things that you've been, giving to the people, and very informative about you as well. I had some of these questions myself. This might seem like an interview for everybody else. I just wanted to know some of this stuff, especially when it came to the way that you release music, because it's very rare that you go on somebody's page and all they have is singles, But you're very calculated. I can see exactly why you did it, and I encourage that. Make them wait for that project. That way, when you do drop the project, it's some, you know what I'm saying? And so, let's talk about legacy and impact. What legacy do you hope to leave in the music industry, and how do you want your work to impact the future generations of artists?
Um, the legacy I want to leave is to always be yourself. I actually have that tatted on me. Always be yourself and be as creative as you possibly can. Um, I don't feel like I have been as creative. Like you said, I'm kind of gradually coming up because I want people to be more and more surprised as they see stuff coming out. I'm actually dropping a video. I haven't even recorded yet, but I just got the outfit. Y'all ain't never seen Shelly look like this. Like, I mean, I'm gonna go all out. It's gonna be something very, very different. So I just want people to always be themselves. Don't ever let nobody tell you something and they don't even know you. You know, I am a victim of being bullied, and I am a victim of bullying and turned into a bully because of that. I don't take
Yeah.
no shit. Don't take no shit from nobody. Just be yourself.
That's big. And I think more people need to hear that. And not even hear it, but like abide by it. In this day and age, we see so many people that we look up to and we're like, oh, I wish I could have that. So you try to like be exactly them, not realizing that the way they got that was being themselves. And you won't get that if you're them because they already got it. That's already gone. You know, you need to go and get your own, do your own, explore your own, make your own, you know, own your own. Make sure you guys are owning all of everything that you put out. Of course, it's cool to work with people, but don't give up more than you're worth. Okay, super, super important. Shelly here, you're independent, is that right, Shelly?
Yes.
Would you sign if it came along?
So I was signed, and it was nothing too big. It was me trying to support. I am a big supporter. So all of y'all out there who have music, who want to work, who just simply want me to share your fucking video, just send it to me. I will do that. So I signed to try to support an ex-boyfriend. Actually, he had his own label for a very, very, very long time, and during the time when I first started rapping, I was in a relationship, so of course I was being respectful. He wasn't talking to me, but when that relationship ended, he asked me, would you like to sign with the label? I'm asking him what can he do because he's not giving me no money. I didn't get a sign on bonus. This is for
Yeah.
support. We only dropped one video, not one song is out that we recorded in the studio under the label. I
Mm.
just feel like if I sign, if I sign, y'all gotta let me do me,
Let her
please. I
cook.
have a lot of creativeness in my brain that I want to let out. So just let me be me. I will sign. Nikki, I've been under every single one of your posts telling you that I want my contract, girl. Please stop playing with me. Like, Nikki been complaining about how these artists don't want to sign with her. Hello,
You'll do it.
I do it. Nikki
Yeah.
Wayne or Drake, I'm gone.
Mm.
Nikki Wayne or Drake, I'm gone. Take my soul. I'm selling it. What's up?
Mm.
I'm just playing.
Hey, I was gonna let you have it, Shelly. I was just gonna let you have it, like the whole soul to Young Money, Cash Money. Oh man.
Artists that I feel like in the game, even still to this day, I praise Kendrick, whatever the case, but Wayne, Drake, and Nicki, that is that is the big three, and that's me.
That's Shelly Bands, everybody. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are listening to the music on all platforms. You're also working on the acting career. Is that right, Shelly? No, I heard it was in a song. In what song was that in? Don't make me pull it up.
Okay,
That was in a song. It might have been back in
you're
2019.
right. No, you're right. You're right. So, I actually was in an episode of Empire, and yes, I was just a little a little background or whatever. But I was in an episode of Empire,
Yeah.
and I was gonna take on acting, but I'm telling you, after that situation with Empire, we had to shoot that same scene for 2 days in a row. Oh, I was like, oh no, oh no, no. Taraji,
Yeah.
Terrence, can y'all get the lines right so we don't have to come back? I
Mm.
hated it. I hated it.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's along the
acting.
lines of like, yeah, that's along the lines of like the forgetting your words. I actually had a role that was kind of like somebody asked me if I wanted to do a role, And I'm like, sure, no problem. Deep down inside, I'm like, yo, if I forget these lines, like, oh my god. But I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. And I want to see you in more movies. You know, Empire as even an extra is a big way to start. That's a good resume to have. Even being in the room working with those people is something you can put on your resume. I was around A-lister stars and I was able to work in the same room as them and it didn't go to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something you can write in and people gonna like to see that. So continue to do that, okay? But even further than that, we're waiting on that new music. Is there anything that's on the way out right now or do we just gotta stick around?
Yes, so there is two songs on the way right now. If they're not released this month, I promise it will be released for the new year in January. One of the artists, her name is Big Mouth Bo. She was actually on the first season of Rhythm and Flow on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Hmm.
She from Chicago. I was a big fan of hers while I was watching the show, and then I met her a couple times at a couple of events. And then one day, out of the blue, I see a message from this girl saying, "Hey Shelly, can we do a song together?" Oh, this is yes, girl. So we actually do have a song together, but she jumped on one of my songs as well. So I'm just getting everything together for that music video because this is going to be a big music video. It's going to be very creative to the lyrics type of deal. And then I have another song that's about to come out that I'm shooting a music video to ASAP. Um, I don't want to tell y'all the beat. It is a remix, but I'm going to be a dom in the video.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna have a submissive
Right.
man.
Okay. Mhm. Wait, was this the one where you were like, you never seen Shelly like this? Is that one? Oh, okay, okay. So we getting the leather with the whips and the chains.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, shit. We ready. We ready. We ready. Listen, we'll be following your YouTube. We following the Instagram. This is Shelly Bands, everyone. That's a Q, not a D. That's a Z, not a S. Make sure you guys go check it out. Okay? And thank you, Shelly. Till next time.
Thank you. I appreciate you.